What's going on, guys? Duane here with duaneTV, and in this video I want to talk to you guys about the 10 dividend payments that I got in the month of November, and that totaled $1,079.82. So that's what we're talking about in this particular video. It's very exciting because dividend payments is basically when the company pays you part of their profits. They pay a small portion to you, whether it's monthly or quarterly. So in this video, I will be talking about the 10 dividend payments that I got in the month of November, which some of them are monthly payments and some of them are quarterly payments, which is once every 3 months. Hey, but listen, if you're new to the channel, once again, my name is Duane with duaneTV. On this channel, I talk about investing in the stock market. I show you my journey. I talk about credit cards. I talk about driving and show you driving Uber here in Houston and the occasional random video. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, be sure to subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing my computer screen with you guys right now, and pulled up is my Robinhood account. This is live right now as of the making of this particular video. So you can see my portfolio is valued at $230,000. Just to give you a quick snapshot, overall, I have invested $260,000. That's 260. So you can see here, since May of 2020, I've invested $260,000 on Robinhood. So overall, I'm still down, as you guys can see. And so just to give you some perspective, just a bird's eye view of what's going on in my portfolio. So as you can see today, my portfolio is up $1,299. Of course, at its apex here today at 10 a.m., it was at $233,000. And right now it's at $230,315. So I'm going to show you guys all the 10 dividend payments that I got in the month of November and where I am in regards to my total return. Okay, so here we go. The first one up is Dynex Capital. My average cost per share, $12.24. You can see here, currently they're trading for $11.71. My total return with Dynex Capital is I'm down -4%, which is -$275. I'm going to scroll down here and show you my most recent dividend payment, which is December, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about November. So you see the payment here on November the 1st, as you guys can see, for $65.75. At the time when I got that dividend payment, let's see, I got to click on show more. At the time, I'll tell you how much Dynex Capital was paying. So you could see the dividend payment here on the 1st, and they were paying 13 cents per share. I had 505 shares, so that's why my total is $66.75. Right above, you can see Robinhood went ahead and grabbed 6.13 share. At that time, it was trading for $10.72, which is pretty cool because right now they're trading for $11.71. I just showed you guys that. The next company is AGC Investment. By the way, Dynex Capital pays dividends monthly. This one also pays dividends monthly. This is AGC Investment. My average cost per share is $9.38. My total return at the bottom of the screen, I am down -3.94, which is -$325. I'm going to scroll down here, show you my most recent dividend payment. Once again, AGC Investment pays every single month. You can see here on November the 9th, $104.29. AGC is paying 12 cents per share. At the time, I had 863 shares. Once again, on November the 9th, Robinhood went ahead and grabbed 12.60 shares, and it was trading for $8.27 at the time, which is pretty good because right now it's trading for $9.01. Okay, the next one up is Northwest Bank. Northwest Bank pays dividends quarterly, so this is once every 3 months. My average cost per share, $10.54. My total return is I'm up 11.60%, which is plus $282. Once again, Northwest Bank pays dividends quarterly, so that's once every 3 months. Scroll down here, November the 14th, a dividend payment of $45.49. At that particular time, they were paying 20 cents per share. I had 227 shares. And then, of course, right above, you can see Robinhood went ahead and grabbed 3.9 shares. So for $11.47 at the time, okay, which is still lower than my average cost. Actually, it's higher than my average cost. My average cost is $10.54. Okay. The next one up is Kendall Morgan. Kendall Morgan pays dividends quarterly. That's once every 3 months. My average cost per share, $14.95. My total return, I'm up 17%, which is $329. Gonna scroll down and show you my most recent dividend payment with Kendall Morgan. Once again, they pay quarterly. The most recent payment was on November the 15th for $34.91. At that time, they're paying 28 cents per share. I had 123 shares here on the left. And right above, you can see Robinhood went ahead and grabbed 2.07 shares, and it was trading for $16.79 at the time, which is really cool because right now it's trading for $17.58. The next one up is Stag Industrial. Stag Industrial pays dividends every single month. My average cost per share is $37.64. My total return since I've invested is negative 4.60%, which means I am down $352. Just to give you guys an understanding, so the average cost is obviously the average that you spent on each share. So whether you bought a share at this price and then you bought another share at a different price, the average of those is what the average cost means. So then my total return is referring to basically what's my return been since I've purchased shares overall with this particular company. So once again, I'm down 4.60%, which is negative $352. Scroll down here to show you the most recent dividend payment on November the 15th for $24.87. At the time, they're paying 12 cents per share, and I had 203 shares. Right above that, you can see Robinhood went ahead and grabbed 0.069 shares, and it was for $35.65. So obviously the reason it's not a full share is because the dividend payment was only $24. At the time Robinhood grabbed shares, it was trading for $35.65. The next one up is Apple, which is my biggest position in my portfolio. My average cost per share with Apple is $145.19. My total return with Apple is that I'm up 33%, which is plus $56,000. I'm up $56,000 with Apple, but my portfolio overall is down $30,000. Interesting. Let's scroll down here to show you the most recent dividend payment. Apple pays dividends quarterly, so that's once every 3 months. You can see the dividend payment here was for $274.43. At the time, Apple was paying 24 cents per share. I had 1,143 shares. Right above, Robinhood went ahead and grabbed 1.44 shares. At the time, it was trading for $189.51. Right now, it's trading for $194.55. Okay. The next one up is Energy Transfer. They pay dividends quarterly. My average cost per share, $11.94. My total return is I'm up 11%, which is $777. Let's scroll down to show you my latest dividend payment here, which is November the 20th for $178.65. At the time, Energy Transfer is paying 31 cents per share. I had 571 shares. And then right above, you can see Robinhood took that dividend payment of $178 and grabbed 13 more shares. At the time, trading for $13.74. Just to kind of give you guys a quick snapshot, you see the dividend. I have a dividend payment here. This is a dividend payment. The 173 here, you can see $173.10. The reason it says buy is because that's Robinhood taking the dividend payment and purchasing more shares, right? So they purchased 13 shares. You can see here on August the 21st. The reason why I'm pointing this out is I got a dividend payment of $173, and then 3 months later, my dividend payment is $5 more, $178.65. That's the power of dividend investing, right? Where you get the dividend payment and you reinvest the dividend payment. And so growing your dividend payment. Eventually, you can take this money and live off of it, and spend it however you like to pay your bills when you retire, right? That's kind of the whole purpose of this whole thing.
Message.
The next one is Prospect Capital. Prospect Capital, my average cost per share is $6.18. My total return, I am down negative 7.49%, which is negative $1,742. My most recent dividend payment was on November the 21st. Prospect Capital pays dividends every single month. So you can see here, It was for $246. At the time, Prospect Capital is paying 6 cents per share. I have, at the time, 4,116 shares. Right above that, you can see that Robinhood went ahead and grabbed 42 shares. And at the time, it was trading for $5.82. The next one up is Almore Residential REIT. This was a love-hate relationship. You can see that my average cost is $23.23. My value is $1.17, right? You can see I am down. Well, I sold this entire position basically, right? Let me show you guys that real quick because it was time to get off this ship. Sometimes you have to take a L and reinvest your money. So you can see here on October the 2nd, I sold my basically my entire position. And it was $19,276. At the time, it was $20.10 per share. Since then, it has gone down and recovered a little bit. But I just wanted to show you guys because I did get a dividend payment of 2 cents, and I'm just keeping it consistent because I'm showing you. Look, dividend payment here, 2 cents on the 29th of November. Okay. The last one is Gladstone Capital. As you guys can see, my average cost per share is $10.18. And then my overall return is I'm up 1.80%, which is plus $237. Gladstone Capital pays dividends every single month. So you can see here, my most recent payment was November the 30th for $104.48. At the time, they're paying 8 cents per share. I had 1,266 shares. And then, of course, right above that, Robinhood went ahead and grabbed 10 more shares. And at the time, it was $10.18 per share, which is kind of cool because right now it's trading for $10.36. Okay. I just wanted to show you guys that I'm going to always make these videos and show you guys because this is actually pretty good information. You don't have to invest in individual companies if you want to invest in an ETF because that way your money is diversified automatically. You could do so. As a matter of fact, let me show you guys an example of me investing in an ETF. I have a couple of them. I'll show you guys this one here, which is a information technology ETF. This one is called Vanguard Information Technology ETF, and the ticker symbol is VGT. So if you were looking this up, you would type in VGT. As you can see, my average cost per share is $409. My overall return so far, I'm up 13%, which is plus $4,258, right? So the ETF, what I'm talking about is the fact that your money is split in multiple directions. This particular ETF has 321 companies, as you guys can see right there. And most of this, they're showing you the different sectors, but this is a technology ETF. So obviously the bulk of it's going to be in technology. So you see 99% here on the left is in technology, right? And here are the top 10 holdings, the top 10 companies out of the 321 companies. You have Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Broadcom, Adobe, Cisco Systems, Salesforce, Accenture, Oracle, and AMD. Most of those companies, the average person knows. So you can invest in something like this, or you can invest in VOO, which is the top 500 companies in the US stock market. So there's a lot of ways that you can invest. So if you invested $100 in VOO, there's 500 companies, or like maybe 505. Your money is going to be split in 505 different directions. So you're automatically diversified. Instead of investing directly with one of these companies, which is good, you could do that. But if you are skeptical about that, you can diversify your money. All right. I'll talk more about that in another video, but that's going to be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Once again, my name is Duane with duaneTV, and I approve this video. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, take care and be blessed. Peace.